how's it going? Hey, Floof, congratulations on getting Mizuki. Oh, shoot, I'm a little higher up than yeah, congratulations. Hope she goes well. I haven't pulled for her mainly for due to the fact that I don't really need her right now. Especially since I've got Chaska, Bavwika, like this whole team comp that I've got going on right now. So I'm pretty good when it comes to wind, but she's also going to be joining the what's it called, the standard banner. So eventually she's going to be over here with everyone else. But yeah. Anyway, we are back for the last week we did her story quest, and this week I want to do, or today I want to do the event. So I guess let's get started on that. Ah.
Welcome, Honored Traveler. Guji-ai told me about your visit. Please, come in.
Well, that was a lot easier than last time.
The almighty Shogun is also inside. It's best not to keep her waiting.
He sounds a little embarrassed.
Now, there's no need to be so stubborn about this. I'll adjust the budget here, and we'll definitely turn a profit.
No. We must confirm the official representative before discussing details. There is an order to this that must be followed.
From the way she's talking, this must be the Shogun, right?
Yeah, it's all right.
Ah, little one. It's about time. Come, I have a contract for you to sign.
Whoa, we're not just gonna sign a random contract out of the blue!
Also, if it's one of your contracts, how can I be so sure I'm not signing myself up for slave labor or something?
Hardly. Oh, well, labor is a part of it, but you will be compensated.
So it is as bad as Paimon thought.
No, it isn't, Paimon. No, it isn't. Come here. Still going through these Lindor chocolates that I got from Christmas.
I see. So he's the representative you selected. He would indeed be the perfect candidate for the Mikawa Flower Festival.
The Mikawa Flower Festival?
When the yokai still roamed the land, they celebrated an event known as the Mikawa Flower Festival. It was an occasion for drink, laughter, and merriment.
We hosted a version of it during the Test of Courage. Unfortunately, due to time constraints, we weren't able to put on a large celebration. So, I got to thinking, why not have another go? This time with the Mikawa Flower Festival for yokai and humans alike. One that combines human ingenuity with yokai arts to offer the most innovative and thrilling entertainment of our time. Open to all humans and yokai throughout the land.
Sounds interesting.
Entertainment, huh? Wait, kind of like Akitsu Yuge and Akitsu Hanea Sobi? Those games were really fun.
For an important event like this, an official representative is required to preside over the festivities. In the past, the role was usually given to the Guji, or an individual from the Yashiro Commission. But this time,
Neither myself nor the Kamisato family can assume the position, given we represent one side or the other, the yokai or the humans.
But aren't I human too?
human you may be, but you possess a deep connection with the yokai, and you do not hail from this land. That makes you a more neutral option. Moreover, you took part in the previous festival during the Test of Courage. In my estimation, there is no better candidate for the role.
Plus, your name has the potential to attract an even greater showing. So are you going to sign this thing, or what?
into our trap.
How much are you willing to offer?
Oh, come now. This is for an important occasion, is it not? Even I've chosen to throw profit to the wind. Surely a selfless hero like yourself wouldn't turn your back on a good cause.
According to the proposal, the proceeds will be distributed as follows: 40% to Yai Publishing House, and 10% to the festival representative.
Hey, no fair!
I want 30%.
Now, 10% might not sound like much, but Yai Publishing House is going to great lengths for this occasion, both in time and personnel. All you need to do is show your face.
I mean, to be honest, considering how many people work at Yai Publishing House outside of Yai Miko, it's not too surprising that they would be taking a larger chunk, considering that most of their staff is going to be occupied with this thing, I think. You say that now, and then you're going to put me to work once I agree.
Getting smart, aren't you, little one? In that case, I'll throw in another 10% from the other half of the proceeds.
No, the other half is going to the shogunate. That is not up for negotiation. But I am rather curious about the supposed great lengths you mentioned. Unless I am mistaken, most of the personnel and supplies are to be provided by the shogunate.
Never
In
mind.
that sense, 40% seems rather high for your establishment, does it not?
That A. When did she reprogram you to argue back like this?
Proceeds should be distributed according to contribution. Besides, from the very beginning, you planned to allocate an additional 10% of your share to the Traveler, did you not?
Wait, so earlier you were just trying to shortchange us?
What's the fun in bargaining if you open up with your best offer right off the bat?
Paimon doesn't see the fun at all. But 20% is acceptable.
Alright, so what do I have to do as the representative?
Games have always been a central part of the festival, and both Akitsu
Oh, shoot, I
Haneasobi
forgot
and
to,
Akitsu
turn
Yuge
that
were
on.
extremely popular. So, the plan is to host an event where the attendees have 48 hours to create a game of their own. We'll have new and exciting entertainment in no time.
Ooh, everyone loves fun games. You won't have to worry about attracting humans and yokai to the event.
That is the general plan. I'll leave you to iron out the finer details and contact the participants. This is a critical time for the Shogunate's new development plans, and the survey team is returning momentarily, so I must turn my attention to them.
Got it, got it. We'll see you later then.
Where to now?
Jinju Forest. Let's pay a visit to our old friend Ioroi.
Yep. I think I'm gonna go change the Traveler's color scheme real quick. Like, as nice as it is to finally have Power Traveler, not a big fan of the orange with the rest of him. So should I go with the yellow or the blue?
Just what will we come across this time?
Let's go blue. Resonate with Hydro. There we go. I do like how that looks. Alright. First, get New Villette back on
Thank you
there.
for permitting, no, inviting me to join you.
Let's actually do this party. Or use this party.
Oh, but before I forget, you should eat this kitsune meal first.
Whoa, it smells so good. Oh, and also kind of like fried tofu for some reason.
The smell of humans. Nothing to see here. Just a statue. Huh? Wait. Why do I smell kitsune?
Remember us, Ioroi?
Ah, it's you youngsters. And you! The nasty kitsune who turned Chinju Forest into the playground for her test of courage.
Oh, Chinju Forest is supposed to be Yoroi's territory, right? Oh, no wonder he's so mad.
Exactly. How could you hold a test of courage without inviting me?
Oh, so that's what he's angry about.
But, sealed away like this, could you even participate?
Anyway, what brings you all here? Something to discuss?
Okay, so you avoided the question completely.
I actually came to apologize about the test of courage. It was my mistake not to invite more yokai to the ceremony. So for this Mikawa Flower Festival, I knew I had to extend a personal invitation to the Bake Danuki.
Huh? The Mikawa Flower Festival?
Yes, the Mikawa Flower Festival! Huh? Kichiboshi? Shosei? Gyobu Koban? Where did you come from?
And we can understand them all of a sudden. Is it because of the kitsune meal? On second thought, better not to ask.
Never trust an apology from a kitsune, or an invitation for that matter. It's just a silly festival. So what if there's delicious food or fun games?
Yum, yum! Fun!
That's enough, you two. Don't fall for the kitsune's cheap tricks. Such hopeless, innocent cubs.
What a shame. I was hoping to take you all to the festival, but it would seem Ioroi disapproves.
How would Ioroi come with?
I suppose it makes sense. Poor Ioroi, stuck in this statue all alone while the rest of you got to have fun. How sad that would be.
Poor Yoroi.
Excuse you. I am Ioroi, the Kakushigami of the Bake Danuki. Yes. Just worried the cubs will get distracted and stray from the Tanuki path.
I should also mention I was hoping the Bake Danuki could help the humans take their games to the next level, talented as you are in the art of transformation. In Inazuma, only the Bake Danuki can hope to match the Kitsune in that area.
Match? The Kitsune could never rival the transformative gifts of the Bake Danuki.
Oh, well, I was thinking of using the Bake Danuki as the symbol of the event in the promotions and such. But alas, it would seem that you don't like that idea, Ioroi. No matter, I shall simply seek the help of the Kitsune. When the time comes, all of Inazuma will know the Kitsune stepped in to accomplish what the Bake Danuki could not.
Wait!
Oh, you little... What an obvious strategy.
It worked, didn't it?
My dear cubs, transforming into things that already exist is only a small fraction of what it means to become a great Bake Danuki. To even get a quarter of the way through your training, you must be able to turn into things of your own invention. Just like when I turned into a gigantic ramen bowl that could fly. So go forth and seize this opportunity so you can advance the name of the... advance your training. Not all humans are bad and scary. Some are good, just like these youngsters. Go with them and transform into things you've never tried before.
Don't worry, Ioroi. The little tanuki are safe with me.
You're the one I'm worried about.
We're here too. We'll make sure they don't, stray from the path.
I'll hold you to that. Now, Kichiboshi, Shosei, Yobu Koban, while you're out there, always listen to...
Yep. Always listen to Whitefur. And Mr. Yellowfur.
And Auntie Pink. Miss Pinkfur.
I almost forgot. Given their level of training, speaking to humans will be a problem. Just a moment. I'll cook up a few Bake Danuki meals to keep on hand.
No need. Here, Miss Pinkfur prepared a special kitsune meal for you all. It will give you the ability to speak to humans.
You stole our tricks too? And changed the name?
Yum!
Is it really that much better than mine?
Splendid. That should make our lives easier. Now we can head into the city and start forming the teams.
Teams?
Well, we need more than Bake Danuki power to design these games. 2 humans per team should suffice, I'd say. Now, I need to discuss the layout of the venue with the Yashiro Commission. I'll leave the team recruitment to you.
Put to work already. Guess I need to earn that extra 10%.
Hold on. You're not taking part, Miko? You're really gonna sit out on the fun? You of all people?
Making games is nowhere near as fun as playing them. Besides, working through the night certainly isn't my idea of a good time.
Making games? Working? Through the night?
Anyway, this time I'm going to wait for the fun to come to me. See you later, little ones.
City! So many houses! So many humans! Gotta farm beans! Whitefur? Yellowfur? How do we farm beans? Farm teams, not farm beans! It's kind of hard to explain.
It's like finding people with similar interests.
Yeah, that's right! People with the same taste. You know, into the same thing. It's easier to come up with a game that way. Taste the same? Got it! Easy peasy. Wait for dumb. Farm beans that taste the same. No, wait, that's not. They're gone. In different directions, too. Let's go after them. Huh? Kyobu Koban, what are you doing? Spying on great yokai. Great yokai whisper about something with humans.
A great yokai?
So, what do you think? Are you interested in our proposal?
Oh! Aw, Kokomi! The idea has a lot of promise, but I'm afraid there are no natural hot springs on Watatsumi Island. And the cost of heating them artificially is a bit too...
1 second. I believe someone's listening. Hello over there? You're more than welcome to join, but a face-to-face conversation is more appropriate, don't you think?
Great yokai found us. It's just us.
Xander? Paimon? Goro too. Man.
There's no need to be nervous, you two. It's not like I think you're corporate spies. As for you, it's been a while since I've met one of your kind. What's your name? Is Ioroi doing well? Huh?
Bukoban. It's his first time visiting a city, so he's a bit shy around strangers.
As for Ioroi, he's the same as always.
So, still sealed in that statue then. I suppose it can't be helped. Nice to meet you, Gyobu Koban. My name is Yume Mizuki. I'm a Yumeku Ibaku. We're yokai, just like you.
Great yokai is surprisingly friendly?
Ah, looks like he was scared that, as a great yokai, you were going to do something terrible to him for interrupting a secret meeting. So, it was actually a secret meeting. Not exactly, no. We were discussing the potential of opening a new branch of the Aisa bathhouse on Watatsumi Island.
Oh, Isa Bathhouse is
Isa.
expanding to Watatsumi Island?
Well, tourism is one of the areas we're hoping to expand. We've been discussing the possibility with Miss Mizuki for quite some time. Still, given the lack of natural springs on Watatsumi Island, we're looking at high operating costs. And if it's not different enough from the main branch, I worry about its ability to draw in customers.
All valid points. We do need to differentiate the brand. We could place a greater emphasis on physiotherapy, or add some popular activities, such as carefully designed games.
Games? Games? In a bathhouse?
Of course. Games are often used in psychological treatment to put patients at ease. Anyway, the topic of games really seemed to pique your interest. Is there something going on?
Allow me to explain. I see. A new kind of Mikawa flower festival. Miss Fried Tofu with all the... Miss Fried Tofu with all the frills is as ingenious as ever.
Miko. I knew I smelled scheming in the air.
Oh, that lady again. Well, there's a lot of work to do on Watatsumi Island, so we probably don't have time for something like that. Right, Your Excellency? I do think there's potential in turning Watatsumi Island into a tourist destination. We could use the festival as proof of concept and establish a partnership with Miss Mizuki. If people are drawn to our game, that would mean a lot of positive publicity, which would benefit us in the long term. But aren't Isa Bathhouse and Yai Publishing House business rivals?
Rivalries aside, I have no qualm using Yai Publishing House's resources to our advantage. Besides, if I remember correctly, you have a connection to Yai Publishing House as well, don't you, General Goro? You work on the That's Life column.
Oh, well, yes, I do.
If our venture is to focus on games, then as future business partners, I'm sure you would appreciate an opportunity to see what I can do.
My foot's falling asleep. An astute observation, Miss Mizuki. Well, shall we? Getting down to business is often the quickest way to bring people together, after all.
Agreed. Then why don't we discuss some of the finer details before the festival begins?
But... Alright, then I guess I should. Actually, Goro, I was hoping you might attend to the business on Watatsumi Island in the meantime. Just as you said, there's quite a bit to be done. Huh? She's giving you an out. Of course! In addition, I'd like you to encourage the people of Watatsumi Island to attend the festival. It's a celebration for humans and yokai alike. So that includes our people as well. This should be an occasion that brings people together. Understood. Leave it to me, Your Excellency.
White fur! Yellow fur! Over here! Kichiboshi found big sleepy tanuki!
Hate to break it to you, Kichiboshi, but
Hey! I'm a Muchina, not a tanuki! Oh, Muchina yokai that can turn into tanuki? No, wait. I'm not a Muchina or a tanuki. I'm Sayu. Tanuki, Muchina, Sayu. So many transformations! Sayu is yokai?
she's a ninja, not a yokai.
I don't transform at all. I've been a human this whole time. Who is this guy anyway? Popping up out of nowhere right when I found a spot to sleep? Sorry, this is probably the first time Kichiboshi has ever seen a ninja.
Up! Oh no! That makes three. 3 people without their voices so far. Arr. And some of my favorites too. Bam. Ah! The big Tanuki and the great Mujina yokai are facing off. The rumors around Hana Mizaka were true.
Not this again. It's just Sayu.
Oh! No yokai, huh? My bad, Sayu. I rushed over here as soon as I heard the rumors. Guess I got a bit carried away.
There goes my nap. Silly humans. Much to learn.
Well, hold on. Is this guy a real yokai? His name is Kichiboshi. Well, hello there, Kichiboshi.
This human really warm.
Warm? Warm. Personality-wise, I'm thinking? Oh! Well, what brings you to Inazuma City, Kichiboshi? We don't often get a Bakedaniki around these parts.
Boy, where do we begin?
Ah, I see. You're recruiting people to help develop games for the Mikaga Flower Festival. You're interested? Well, duh. Come on, Sayu. Let's go. Come on, Sayu. Let's do it together.
Right when I was trying to run. About that, I'm pretty busy. Practicing ninjutsu and such.
Oh, I heard the Bakedaniki are great at ninjutsu. Rumors has it, with a single thought, they can grow taller than a house. Is that true, Kichiboshi?
Taller than a house? I've never heard of a ninjutsu like that.
It's not ninjutsu. It's Bakedanuki art. We don't grow taller than house.
See? I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
We grow taller than mountain.
Sayu?
Sorry. Just thinking about something Sensei always said. You can't just focus on drills, Sayu. You need to push the limits of what you know about ninjutsu.
Well, this is as good an opportunity as any.
I guess.
Farm beans. Success.
Alright, let's go discuss this ninjutsu. No, this Bakedanuki art of transformation. The one you're going to use for the festival.
Yes, I've always wanted to go to a festival with you, Sayu. Let's go to my place to brainstorm. We can even set off some fireworks when we're done.
I'll pass on the fireworks. They're terrible for my sleep.
Sayu's always adorable. Uh-oh. And does Ito not have a voice? Toma doesn't have a voice, and Ito's not gonna have a voice. Wait, you're saying he's not one of Uchi's friends? Whoa, pump the brakes! I thought he was one of your friends. I thought he was your friend.
Longhorn Oni and Shorthorn Oni.
He talks?
Shosei, there you are. White fur, yellow fur. Shosei found white fur and yellow fur number 2. Both great yokai. Both like to play.
Great yokai. So he thinks I'm an Oni too? What's going on? Listen, I was just playing some Genius Invocation with my good bro Toma during this time off. And then out of the blue, this Shosei appeared right in the middle of our match.
Shosei loves to play. Longhorn and Shorthorn Oni also love to play. We taste the same.
We what now? I can explain. Oh, the Mikawa Flower Festival. Should have opened with that, compadre. Man, the Arataki game really hard carried the last one. We'll turn this one into something special too.
Hitatsumi Kozo and the others did all the work, Bullchucker. You're really lumping them in with your gang?
I guess I missed it last time. Little yokai, huh? Though they lack strong powers, they long for the once vibrant festivities of the Mikawa Flower Festival. Drawing inspiration from the classic game of Akitsu Haneasobi, and hoping to recreate the festival's former splendor, they have set up the game of Akitsu Yuge for people to enjoy together. It's called doing them a favor. Besides, they look up to me. I'm like a cool older brother.
Hitatsumi Kozo and his friends did come up with the Akitsu Yuge game during the last festival. There's no reason not to invite them this time.
Whew. The crew's getting back together. I round them up. Technically, I'm on vacation, but I'm happy to assist the Yashiro Commission with the festival. That's what I like to hear. All right, let's round up those 3 little fellas and start working on the almighty Arataki great and glorious Akitsu Yuge game. Not so fast. Shinobu 2. So many voices in Inazuma got taken out. I hope the strike gets resolved. Eliminate. At this point, I think the sole resolution should be the elimination of AI voice acting. Like, AI should not. The only thing that I can reasonably agree with any sort of AI work for voice acting or for voices, names, player names. Like if instead of having the characters in Genshin Impact call us the Traveler whenever our name pops up, they instead pronounced Zendor in accordance to in game. Like even maybe have it so that I can spell out the pronunciation until it sounds correct. That is the only acceptance that I can have for AI voice. The only. End the strike. Eliminate AI voices. That should not be a thing. And if the studio that they work for refuses to comply with that, then create a different studio that does not do AI voices. Force the game companies to comply by eliminating the option of using AI voices. That is the only answer.
Hornless Oni?
We have an advertising job to finish. Remember, boss? We do? Reshoots, follow-up work. There's still a mountain of things to do. Oh, well, look at Toma here. Kind enough to help with the festival even during his vacation. I would think the boss of the Arataki gang would show even more dedication to his work. But, you know, that's just me. Looks like your time is spoken for, my friend. Wrap up what you need to do, and we can finish our match at the festival. Best of both worlds. Alright. Those errands are a piece of cake. I'll be back in no time. Oh, but first, I should introduce you to Kozo and the others. Then you can head to the festival without me. Then let's get a move on. No use standing here and talking about it. Go make those introductions. We have stuff to do. Sorry, Zendor and Paimon. I'm sure we'll see you later.
Hornless Oni? Oh, so scary. Okay, that should be enough teams. Time to report back to the Yashiro Commission.
And how far away? All the way up there. Oh?
Miss Kamisato, this is the list of stage materials for your review.
Please, Kamisato, have a voice. Please, Kamisato, have a voice. Please, Kamisato, have a voice. Please, Kamisato, have a voice.
Miss Kamisato, I have your schedule for tomorrow.
Yes!
The list looks fine. As for the schedule, let's move the meeting with the Tenryo Commission up a little. They're in charge of festival security, so that should take precedence.
Oh, she looks super busy. Should we come back later?
Oh, Traveler!
Are we interrupting?
Oh no, you're fine. You caught me just as I was finishing up, actually. Lady Guji said you're the official festival representative, and you've been busy recruiting participants. So, I should do my part too, right? For large events like the Test of Courage, Brother usually does most of the organizing. But this time, I wanted to take some work off his back.
That should be a big help.
I hope so.
Oh, speaking of the recruitment, we found a bunch of people. We should be good to go.
Oh, already? That was fast. I wasn't sure we would find enough participants. I thought I might have to sign up myself.
Well, there's still time.
Oh, don't worry about it. I can only focus on so many things anyway. If we have enough people, I should stick to organizing. I suppose I'm a little sad about not taking part. But I'm looking forward to the festival all the same. When the time comes, perhaps we could check it out together.
Miss Kamisato! Another letter from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh man, it was almost a date.
Coming! Sorry, duty calls. We'll have to talk about our plans another time. My brother's the one overseeing the teams. I believe he's in the courtyard with Lady Guji. You can go in when you're ready.
Thanks, Ayaka. See you later.
See you later.
Wow, Ayaka's really working hard. Guess we should follow suit. You're the festival representative, and that makes Paimon the representative of the representative. So in other words, let's do this.
Let's do this.
It's about time. I could hear you talking outside.
Aww. Ayaka got her voice, but Ayato does not. I apologize for not greeting you upon arrival. The Lady Gucci and I were discussing something urgent.
Oh, don't worry about it. We were talking to Ayaka anyway.
Now that young lady is one enthusiastic volunteer, especially when she heard about your involvement, Traveler. Solved our personnel problem in one fell swoop.
So, you took the opportunity to order her around as well?
Hardly. It was entirely her decision. Besides, you really think I could order her around with her big brother standing right there?
I do hope she gets what she wants out of the event. Now, I see the Dake. I see the Bake Danuki are no longer with you. I assume that means the teams are set? Yep, here's the situation. Longhorned Oni and Shorthorned Oni. Those are some interesting names. I was hoping Toma would use the festival as an excuse to relax, but it would seem he refuses to remain idle. He even signed up as a participant. Well, here's to hoping the game development is enjoyable at the very least.
Huh, Mizuki signed up too? Along with the Soul of the Deep. Now this is getting interesting. I knew it was a good idea to put you in charge of recruitment, Traveler.
They're planning to use your festival to promote Isa Bathhouse.
Oh?
Oh, is that so? Then perhaps I should up the ante.
So, Ayato, is everything set on your end then?
Yes. The Yashiro Commission will be in contact with each team and arrange for lodging, food, equipment, and travel. We will also determine the overall theme for the games, which will be announced 48 hours before the opening of the festival. Might need a little more time for creating original games if you're going to be surrounding them on a theme.
Yes, that's all well and good. I just have one small adjustment.
That doesn't bode well.
Why so anxious? I'm just trying to keep things exciting. When we're ready to announce the theme, come to the festival grounds at the foot of Mount Yogo. We'll see you there.
Next day between 13 and 16. Whoop.
The theme for the games is being announced today, right? Who knows what Miko's got up her sleeve? Let's go check it out.
It's raining. Oof.
Many people dread the sound of thunder. To me, it sounds fondly familiar.
That storm cloud still looks as intimidating as ever. Nice. Sarah too. Though the festival has yet to begin, the game development process is sure to attract a crowd. It is the Tenryou Commission's responsibility to maintain security and order throughout the entirety of the proceedings. So remain vigilant. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Sarah.
Oh, it's you. It's been a while.
You guys are here early. There's still 3 whole days until the festival starts.
Correction. There's a little over 48 hours. Besides, many patrons are already here to observe the development process. Festival security starts now.
Oh, wait, but what about the statue of the, almighty, Narukami?
Want us to buy one for you? No need. All statues of Her Excellency the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder, being sold at this event are an old model. And as it turns out, I already own five of said model at home.
Ah, okay, well that's definitely more than enough.
Yes, I only own 5 statues of Her Excellency at any given time. That is my maximum. Any more, and I'm afraid I would not be able to afford them the proper care.
Oh, that's the reason?
Personal matters aside, I heard you are the representative for this event. You should proceed to the stage and speak with Lady Guji.
Oh, right. Looks like we're running out of time. Let's go then. See you later, Sarah.
Goodbye.
Ma'am, we have a message from Commission Headquarters. They need you to return as soon as possible.
Headquarters? Now of all times? Alright. Keep watching my absence. I won't be long.
Ah, you're here. All rolling.
Are we late?
Right on time, I'd say. I was just about to announce the theme for the games.
What's that thing behind you?
Oh, this? Something to spice things up. So, stay tuned.
We should be getting close, right?
So sleepy. Can't wait.
Hey!
A theme decided by Miko and the Yashiro Commission. What's it gonna be?
One thing we all share is our capacity to dream. Outlandish fantasies of the mind, nostalgic memories of the past, or telling reflections of our inner selves. In a similar sense, games also blur the lines between fantasy and reality. Just like our dreams, the bounds of possibility
Of course she's
are
looking
as
directly at
limitless as
Mizuki
our
when she says this.
imagination. With that in mind, your task is to create a game within the next 48 hours centered around the theme of dreams. The genre and style are completely up to you.
Okay. Nothing too crazy so far.
And to provide some additional motivation, the winning team will be awarded the Tanuki Game Award, as well as a generous sum of mora, and a sponsorship from Yai Publishing House to fully develop the game and promote it throughout all Inazuma.
And then, throughout all of Teyvat.
All Inazuma?
In the interest of fairness, the evaluation committee will decide the winner based on attendee feedback, as well as the opinion of our festival representative. Now, with that out of the way, let the game development begin. The 48-hour countdown begins now. Looks like things are going well. We've just started and it seems like all our teams have a plan. Plus, with the transformative powers of the Bakedanuki, bringing those visions to fruition should be a lot easier.
Ooh. That's pretty. Now, why is she wanting to have a kitsune in her game?
As the festival's most important judge and representative, you should go check on the progress, don't you think?
Me as the main judge? Really?
It all comes down to fairness, as I said. I worked with the Yashiro Commission to come up with the theme, so the judging must go to someone else. Oh, no need to stress, though. It's all fun and games, is it not? Just choose the one you enjoy the most. Of course, if it's appearances you're worried about, you could always... I don't know. Check in on the teams and ask about their ideas?
What do you mean by appearances?
And that proves proves that I picked the right person. Go on then. I won't keep you.
Oh. Okay, that's funny.
So, you need to pick the best game, huh? Well, why don't we take a look around to get a feel for things? Then we can go talk to Miko.
Okay, this sign is pretty. I kind of hope that that these signs get added into the furniture. Like, oh, huh. Ah. No. Well, that's unfortunate. Looks like I may have to do a finishing stream later this week in order to knock this out. Ah, well. Still, I am... I'm not seeing anything to indicate that we actually get those signs, which is unfortunate. Hey, Scarlet! How's it going? Hope you're doing well.
Hey there, Mizuki, Kokomi, and Gyobu Koban. How are things going over here?
Not bad. We've made a lot of progress. Miss Mizuki is very experienced, and Koban's abilities are simply astonishing.
Piece of cake. Experienced, huh? That must put you at a huge advantage. Is it because you use games in your work?
I'm not sure it gives me an advantage, per se. The games I use are for clinical purposes, not entertainment.
I better not peek. Oh! So I did that last stream. I did that quest last stream, and I did peek once. I did not peek during the second round. But yeah, I have heard that there was actually like she rewards you with a treat if you don't peek during the therapy session. But yeah. Sorry, Scarlet.
But if we want that award, we need something a lot more fun. So my experience only goes so far.
That reminds me. The Yashiro Commission chose dreams as the theme of the competition. Do you think that was targeted at us?
Huh. Using dreams to test a dream eater? Yeah, it does sound like some kind of challenge.
They knew we wanted to use this as an opportunity to advertise our game. But now it's a competition. Which means if we lose, our game will be completely overshadowed by the winner. And if we win, she gets a share of the profits as the primary investor. Miss Fried Tofu with all the frills is on the top of her game.
Wow, that's a lot of scheming.
Screaming?
On the other hand, if we do win first place, the prestige will help us get the word out. which should increase the popularity of the bathhouse on Watatsumi Island. As for Yai Publishing House's sponsorship, as long as we win the competition, we get to decide the terms.
Winner takes all, huh? I suppose it works both ways. This definitely has the Lady Guji written all over it.
My guess is that she's doing this all for the entertainment factor. For fun, basically.
Fun. Kyobo Koban likes fun.
Well said. I suppose that's the purpose of a game, after all. For now, let's focus on making our game the best it can be.
Good idea. So what kind of game are you gonna make?
We're calling it A Little Fox's Daydream. Basically, you play as a fox, navigating between sweet dreams and nightmares in search of delicious fried tofu.
I think I might know who the little fox is supposed to be.
Yeah, looks like that fox takes some inspiration from, real life.
Well, the design was Miss Mizuki's idea, and I'm completely on board. Sometimes the only way to meet a challenge is with a challenge of your own. Fighting fire with fire, huh?
That's the definition of fun, don't you think? So, want to give it a try?
Sure. Wonderful. Right this way. In a little fox's daydream, you must guide the little kitsune to pass through through obstacles and avoid perils, and use torii gates to travel into different dreamscapes, collecting delicious fried tofu along the way, until you reach the ramen stall at your destination. You can switch dreamscapes between two states, sweet dreams and nightmares. If you encounter obstacles too hard to surmount, you might want to try switching dreamscape states to seek another path to the ramen stall. As you progress, you might find illusory floors or walls. This means there is corresponding terrain in other dreamscape states. Jump to pass through inaccessible areas or avoid dangerous foes. Some dreamscapes contain delicious fried tofu. The little kitsune would love to collect them all. Every dreamscape zone has one fried tofu, and when you have yet to collect the one within your current zone, the little kitsune can even detect its fragrance. After the little kitsune approaches the torii gate, you can open it to enter the next dreamscape zone. Should you find yourself at an impasse, you could try challenging this dreamscape zone again. A mushroom that has spent too long immersed in nightmares, becoming resentful and dangerous, only appears in a nightmare state. The little kitsune will be knocked out upon touching one, so take care to avoid them. The little kitsune can touch Megatama to collect them in order to open some doors within the dreamscapes. There is a lot to this game. Whoop. There's the tofu up there. Oh. Ah. Okay. Hmm.
Wow, look at this! You made so much progress already!
All credit to Kichiboshi. We told him what we wanted, and he made the set in no time.
He helped with the gameplay too. All we had was a prototype, and now it's ready for playtesting already. His skills are amazing.
Kichi Boshi, amazing!
Very amazing.
So, how do we play? It doesn't seem super obvious.
The board is infused with yokai power. All you need to do is place your hand on it to enter to the dreamscape. At least, I think that's how it works, right? Right, Kichiboshi?
Or it's for very smart.
So, you could say that your game unifies human ingenuity with Bakedanaki magic to create a scene that is completely illusory. Very creative.
Oh, got a notification from, I should probably change the setting for that because I do not want to have that. New app that I downloaded and I got a notification from it and it buzzed, so.
What for suddenly use many big words?
You sure sound official all of a sudden, Paimon. Are you trying to act like a real judge?
Don't mind her.
This new style of game development deserves a name. How about Unreal? Oh, or Unity.
Seriously? Seriously, Genshin. Seriously, you show... They're throwing shade at Unreal and Unity game engines. Or maybe not shade, but referencing. The Unreal Engine and the Unity Engine. Seriously? Wow. Oh, wow. Could you tell us about your game? You betcha.
Hey, a little acknowledgement would be nice.
Although Sayu's the better person to ask. Bunchin Phantasm is her brainchild, after all. Bunchin Phantasm?
Yeah, it's based on a dream I had. In the dream, I learned to make bunshin, and I made them do all my work for me. With my clones around, there was no reason for that lady to come find me, so I could sleep as long as I wanted. So, even when you're asleep, you dream of getting more sleep? It's just, I got so excited at the prospect that I actually woke myself up. If only I could make bunshin in real life.
I have a feeling your clones might not want to work any more than you do.
Well, then, even if some get caught, the others could take a nap in the meantime, right?
But if your clones do all the work, doesn't all that fatigue transfer back to you in the end?
Oh, well, when you put it that way, I don't know anymore.
All dreams are nonsensical and complicated in their own way. But that's what makes them interesting. Anyway, that's our game. The most wonderful Bunchin Phantasm. Mujina body doubles to the rescue.
What's a Mujina body double? That's a long story. Wanna just give it a try?
Sure.
Awesome! All you have to do is put your hand on the board and close your eyes.
Certain each round, your actions will be recorded by the Muji Daruma, and then the next round begins. The Muji Daruma will imitate your movements from the round before. Use this feature to unlock various devices. Okay. Oh boy. Oh.
Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.
I see. Okay, that'll be interesting. I can imagine that'll get complicated. Alright. Let's add another elemental reaction here.
Boss Toma is the best!
That's nice of you, but it's all thanks to Akitsu Yuge that I came up with this in the first place. And that was all you.
Anything for Boss Toma.
Whoa! Guess this team really hit it off.
Oh, hi there, Zendor and Paimon.
Looks like you're getting along great with Kozo and the others. Guess a fixer can work with just about anyone, huh?
I have Ito to thank, actually. He introduced me to Kozo and the others after you left that day. We didn't get to see each other much during the test of courage, but they're a very friendly group of yokai. All I had to do was mention the Mikawa Flower Festival and they agreed to help right away. They even showed up bright and early this morning.
That makes sense. It was their dream to host the Mikawa Flower Festival.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, totally. We've been dreaming about it for a long time.
So, what are you planning for the game? It kind of sounded like you're making a sequel to Akitsu Yuge.
I suppose it's a spiritual sequel of sorts. It's a combination of Akitsu Yuge and Mondstadt's Lady Harpatsum. I call it Akitsu Harpatsum. It's pretty simple, actually. Just swing the racket to hit the balls back to where they came from.
But what does that have to do with the theme?
Good question. The Lady Guji did say that reminiscing about nostalgic memories is a form of dreaming, right? For many years after leaving Mondstadt, the only place I could experience Lady Harpatsum was in my dreams. Once I was old enough to go back on my own, too much had changed. My age, my mindset, whatever it was, the Lady Harpatsum of my childhood was gone. So, I suppose you could say Akitsu Harpatsum is a childhood dream many years in the making. Oh, and in the playtest stage, I added a few characters that often appear in fairy tales and dreamscapes. Hopefully that reinforces the theme a bit more. Wanted to give it a try? Sure.
White fur, yellow fur, get ready!
Yeah, Scarlet, I know. I peaked in the last stream. I peaked, so yeah. It was only after I completed that quest that I saw people posting videos of what happens if you don't peak.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
Okay. That can get intense.
Well, did you get a good look at all the games?
I think so.
Oh, and what are your thoughts? I'm all ears. Fascinating. Which game are you looking forward to?
Why
the
does this
most?
remind you of that Warcraft 3 custom map involving sheeps and a paladin? I don't know. I've never played I've never played the Warcraft games myself, and I don't know that particular one. But if it was a player-made game, I can definitely see how that, like, I don't know. Actually, now that I think about it, but maybe if it was just one of those fun little mini games. For context, it's a map where a paladin must move left or right to avoid getting hit by sheeps. Ah, okay. That would probably be why. Mizuki's a little fox's day. You quickly cut yourself up. Yep. That is, if they get at oof, they lose and the sheep will eat the paladin. Well, yikes.
What an interesting take on the theme. Tell me, did it come from Miss Soul of the Deep, or my dear old friend?
You're not going to charge them for using your likeness, are you?
Not a bad idea. But I'm more interested in seeing how this plays out, which means turning a blind eye. For now.
Honestly, all the ideas were pretty good.
It's still early days, so there's no rush to make a decision. Plenty of novels at Yai Publishing House have opened on a high note, only to lose the plot halfway through. You can pick your favorite game once everyone's done with their work.
Wow, time really flew by today. It's so late already. The game booths were cool, but the food was even better. There were vendors selling dongo milk, tricolor dongo, rice cake soup, you name it.
Of course you care about the food the most.
Paimon saved a skewer just for you. Here, before it gets cold.
It's not something you just didn't finish, right?
No, of course not. If you don't want it, Paimon will eat it herself.
You enjoy the soft and chewy texture of the snack. Oh wow, they actually got rid of the top one. With the excitement of the festival all around you, it almost tastes sweeter than usual.
Tastes great, right? Which means we should come back for more tomorrow.
Uh-oh. So that's why you saved one for me.
Wait. Do you see that up ahead? What's someone doing out this late? Huh. Their clothes look kind of weird. Oh, could they be one of those costumed actors Miku mentioned? Hey, hello there? Are you also here for the festival?
Paimon, watch out! Oh.
What was that for? They attacked us out of nowhere! Something's not right about this. Be careful, traveler!
If they get oofed, they lose the sheeps and... Oh wait, I already read that. Is that it? What the heck? So fast! When did that dagger get here? Hold on. I know this feeling. Felt it several times before. I'm in a dream.
Traveler? Hey, are you alright?
What just happened?
Well, you fought that strange person and made them disappear. But then, all of a sudden you started backing up like you were super afraid of something.
I'm fine now. Don't worry.
Whew. You nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
I saw a dagger. But it was the tricolored dango from the whole time. So it was all just a nightmare? Luckily I heard the sound of thunder in the dream, otherwise it probably would have taken me a lot longer to break out of the nightmare.
So what was with that thunder just now? It came out of nowhere and it's not even raining.
Huh?
What's wrong?
So the thunder wasn't part of the dream? Who was that person?
Has a nightmare returned to Inazuma once again?
Well, thanks, Shogun.
Hey, Komura! Time to go! The stalls are closed, so let's head home for the night.
Uh-oh.
Hey, did you hear me? No more gaming tonight. We can come back tomorrow. Komura. Komura! Komura?
What's with the yelling? I can hear you just fine. Let's go.
Huh?
What? You're not coming? Why are you giving me that look?
Komura, weren't you over there just now?
Huh. Well, well, well. Alright, why do you... Alright, oh, oh, oh. Oh! Okay.
What happened last night? We couldn't find anyone to discuss it with because it was so late. Well, Miku and the others should be at the grounds by now, right?
No,
Let's
that's
go
right.
talk to them. I see everything.
Right now, emerge. Right now, emerge.
Well, unfortunately, I did not set myself up with any power characters.
Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Right now.
Wait. Boom. That's a long way around.
Doesn't look like Miko is around here anywhere. Paimon doesn't see Ayato or Ayaka either. Are we too early? Didn't Ayato say he prepared lodging for everyone at the shrine?
Did you hear? Someone encountered a doppelganger here last night.
A doppelganger? You mean like a doppelganger of themselves? Or someone they know?
You know what they say. Anyone who sees their doppelganger will be replaced by them within 3 days.
That's just a folktale. It's not real.
Doppelgangers? That's a common folk tale in Inazuma, isn't it? Ever heard of it, Traveler?
I know the gist.
Yeah, it's a pretty famous one, huh? A friend being replaced by a complete stranger? Also, the timing is a bit too coincidental, don't you think? Could it be related to what we saw last night? The whole doppelganger thing sounds kind of like what Sayu was talking about with Bunshin Phantasm. Maybe something went wrong with Kichiboshi's powers? Well, thinking about it isn't going to get us anywhere. Why don't we go check on Sayu's team?
Maybe they're still asleep?
Well, if it is Sayu we're talking about, it's definitely possible. Oh, someone's coming. Weird. Is he here to work on the equipment? But he doesn't look like any of the workers we saw yesterday. And it doesn't seem like he's here for the games. He snuck away again. Do you think he might be...
Let's follow him and see what he does.
He's constantly looking back. Paimon's calling it now. Something fishy is going on.
Don't jump to conclusions. Let's keep watching.
Good point. He could be on his way to meet someone. Let the hunter become the hunted.
Oh man, we're not doing the stealth missions?
Nothing suspicious to note at the Bunshin Phantasm booth. It's possible there's no connection to the incident from last night.
I see. Do you find any other clues? Aha! Good morning, you two. Oh man, not Hazo too. I was wondering who was daring enough to sneak up on one of our detectives. Maybe I should have expected it to be you. I guess that makes us the hunted. Xandar, Paimon.
Forgive me, ma'am. I have failed as a detective. I did not realize someone was on my tail.
Considering Xandar's skills, the fault is not with you.
So, what's going on? What are you investigating? Must be serious if Hazo's involved.
Well, about that. Unfortunately, my orders prevent me from sharing that information with you.
Huh? What orders? You really can't tell us anything?
Sarah and Hazo are so hesitant to divulge information. There's only one person who could be responsible. Those orders come from the Shogun, don't they?
An astute observation, traveler. Tell him the truth.
Shogun!
What? The Shogun is here?
No, I believe this is A.
You recognized me with a single glance?
Shogun, we still haven't completed the investigation.
It matters not. I am certain the person standing before us is our friend, the traveler. His gaze, his presence, his mastery of several types of elemental energy. There is no mistake. And we need his help.
Understood. An investigation team was sent to survey a piece of land. Yesterday, the Tenryou Commission received a report that the team was found unconscious in the field. Not only that, but the group appeared to have become trapped in an endless nightmare, unable to wake up.
No, please! Stay away!
We detected intermittent traces of yokai power where they were found. We followed the traces and ended up here, just outside the festival grounds.
What?
Should we call off the festival? Unfortunately, it's not that simple. You've heard the rumors about doppelgangers, yes? We suspect the culprit has the ability to change form, allowing them to spread misinformation at will. They may have already infiltrated the festival grounds. If we call off the festival, we may give them a chance to escape amid the chaos. Even the slightest movement could alert them. Locking down the festival grounds could provoke them to attack, which would endanger the public.
You're right. That's a big risk.
The purpose of this festival is to bring humans and yokai together. We cannot allow the culprit to endanger anyone.
But what if they attack again? A very valid concern. Last night, we dispatched a group of soldiers to the festival grounds. They'll remain undercover to keep an eye on things. We also blocked off several nearby roads under the pretext of construction, so we can keep civilians away as much as possible. Even the almighty Shogun has taken it upon herself to patrol the area all night.
Fortunately, no one else has been harmed.
Thank you. I apologize for our failing, Shogun. We should not have had to intervene. Or you should not have had to intervene.
It was my decision. I was unable to capture the culprit last night, so I left to discuss a plan with Miko. I did not show myself once I saw you were safe, and for that, I apologize.
Speaking of Miko, where is she?
She is investigating the trace of yokai power found at the scene. Though it fades in and out, it never strays from Mount Yogo.
Which means, if the culprit infiltrated the festival grounds, they must still be nearby. The only people close to the grounds last night were the staff and the contestants staying at the shrine.
Miko is working with the Kamisato siblings to verify the identities of the staff members. They should be done soon. As for the contestants, that inquiry must be performed by someone else.
Is that why you need my help?
The Tenryo Commission is too conspicuous. But as the judge of the competition, you can ask questions without arousing suspicion.
Okay, so you need us to talk to the teams and see if there's an imposter among us?
Precisely. Traveler, I understand these people are your friends, and it puts you in a difficult position. But if one of them has indeed been displaced by a yokai, they could be in grave danger.
I understand. I'll do my best.
Thank you. I truly hope the situation is not as grave as it seems.
What are you guys gonna do next? Continue to investigate from a distance?
Well, there's only so much we can learn that way, so I think we need to find a way to slip onto the grounds. It's better for us to be at the scene if something goes wrong. I fear the Shogun is far too revered a figure for that. If she arrives at the grounds, it will certainly cause a stir.
Worry not. Miko and I discussed that issue. She claims to have a plan. The preparations are underway as we speak.
One of her genius plans, huh?
Somehow scheme seems more accurate.
Indeed. If you learn any details of said plan, I would like to know what I'm getting myself into.
Okay, so where do we start? We need to ask questions to figure out if there's an imposter, but we can't arouse suspicion. Oh, looks like Sayu's team is already here. Well, guess we'll just play it by ear. So tired. I don't feel rested at all. How come you two have so much energy? Didn't you stay up even later than me?
Kichiboshi! That's not a nice thing to say to a friend. Sayu's probably just tired because she came up with all the ideas yesterday. Need a break, Sayu? I can start thinking about the ending stages in the meantime. It's been forever since we've done something fun together. You need to have enough energy to enjoy it.
Oh, it's okay. I can push through. Sayu and Yoimiya seem the same as ever. Kichibushi too. How should we test them?
Let's ask about the past.
Oh, good idea! Doppelgangers only mimic appearances. They wouldn't know about someone's past. Let's give it a try.
White fur, yellow fur.
Oh, you guys are here bright and early.
Yeah, well, the traveler's judging this thing, so we can't slack off. Right?
Still, you don't need to make anything, so what's the rush?
Yeah. If the people in charge are here early, that usually means there's been some kind of emergency. Oh, no, it's just... the traveler really wanted to see you.
Seriously, Paimon? Why?
Well, it's... your game. Playing your game yesterday? Brought up a whole bunch of old memories. So we wanted to come early to reminisce about old times.
What kind of excuse is that? They're busy now.
White fur acting super strange.
Time to change the topic. Oh, I was just thinking about the Aranara. Oh, you know what? Me too. I thought about adding them to our game considering the dream theme and everything. But in the end, the ideas just wouldn't come together.
Marinara? Yum!
No, it's not a food. The Aranara are like, small yokai from Sumeru. They're super friendly and cute and can give you good dreams. Actually, that describes you too, Kichiboshi. If you ever go to Sumeru, I'm sure you'll be considered a good Nara.
Good banana?
Sumeru, huh? The dreams there are supposed to be special. Did you witness a dream or something? Maybe it could give us some inspiration, and we wouldn't have to think so much.
Sorry, that dream is a little hard to describe. Don't you think, Xandor? Sometimes when there are too many feelings in a dream, it's really hard to use as a reference material.
Alright. I was just wondering what kind of dream it was, that's all.
I guess it was the kind where a lot of things happened. Anyway, it's a long story. How about we wait until after the competition? Xandor and I can tell it together. Sounds good. Oh, shoot, where did the time go? We have so many levels to design today.
Oh, we should get out of your hair then. Good luck, everyone. Bye, White Fur. Bye, Yellow Fur. Come back and play. Wow, we had so many adventures, huh? You don't even realize it until someone brings up the past.
Do you still remember the original meaning of our journey?
Oh yeah, totally. It was, what was it again?
I figured.
Anyway, Paimon didn't pick up on anything suspicious from that team. If anything, we were the weird ones forcing conversations and stuff.
And whose fault is that?
Okay, so maybe it wasn't the best strategy. Leaning into the judge angle is probably a safer bet. Let's ask about the creative process behind the game and confirm their identities that way. Paimon saw Toma's team show up just now, so we can investigate them next. Hey Toma, we were hoping to learn a bit more about the philosophy behind your game. Is now a good time?
Ah, looks like our judges are hard at work this morning.
Feel a soft bee?
Oh, Boss can explain that one.
Boss and Shosei were up super late last night coming up with ideas.
And he's back at it this morning, as energetic as ever. Boss is the best.
Oh, I don't deserve that much praise. But when it comes to the talking part, I guess I'm the best person to answer your questions.
Time for an interview.
Oh no, not again.
Interview?
Ask away, judges. Did you design this game with anyone in mind? Well, from a design standpoint, we want it to be a game for everyone.
Not so fast. Everyone isn't an answer. You need to be more specific about your target audience.
Right, game developers. You're absolutely right. Then allow me to revise your answer. Our target audience includes growing children, ages 0 to 18.
Makes sense. Kids need a little exercise here and there.
Second would be active adults, ages 18 to 40.
Right. Adults have more stamina, so they can get more out of the game.
Next would be older adults, ages 40 to 60, especially those in need of exercise.
Older adults. Exercise is important
Finally, we have elderly people who are still full of life. That would be 60 to 1,000 age range.
Oh, okay. Wait. That includes everyone.
Well, we can't forget about the yokai, right? This game is for humans and yokai alike, after all.
But not for Eoroi.
Because he's trapped in this statue, I'm guessing. Besides, you seem to agree with each group, Paimon. Unless you intend to change your tune.
Next question. Whoa, not a single stepper.
Impressive. Well, I'm sure the interview is only one part of the evaluation process. We'll see what you think when you play the game yourself. You can still see the statue over there. Which reminds me, I should probably get back to work on this stage. Want to give it a try when we're done? It would be my pleasure. In that case, let's get to it.
Yes, Boss Toma.
Before I continue, I gotta go use the restroom real quick, so I will be right back. See you guys in a moment. We are back. Ba-ba-ba-bum.
Well, Toma's answers were all very genuine. Paimon didn't notice anything un-Toma-like about them. Plus, he was with Shosei until late last night. If you think about when we saw the nightmare creature, the timing doesn't match up. Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird. So, we're back at square one. That just leaves Kokomi's team, right? Guess we should check them out.
Something tells me that Mizuki may be preoccupied. Yep.
Huh? White fur and yellow fur are here early. You're here alone? Huh. Where are Kokomi and the others?
Don't know about Great Yokai, but Soul Lady is behind you.
Soul Lady? Oh, as in Soul of the Deep. Okay. Wait, did you say behind us?
You have questions for me, I presume?
Huckabee! A little warning next time.
Sounds like you already know why we're here. Yes, I heard about the doppelganger incident. When I saw you around the venue just now, it wasn't hard to connect the dots. As for what you want to know... Energy.
Energy? Oh, the numbers you write in your diary.
In a tree? Dry-berry?
Oh, sorry.
So, we can leave it there, right? You don't need to ask any more questions, I would imagine. Yep, all good. As for Yobo Koban, he was in the shrine all night. I can't imagine he's the criminal you're searching for.
Yobo Koban is a criminal? No, of course not. You're in the clear.
In the clear. Is good?
Very good.
Good.
What about Mizuki?
There was a palpable sigh there. She left after receiving a message in the middle of the night. Looking back on it, perhaps this related to your own investigation. Oh, as she left, I heard her whisper under her breath, ordering me around in the middle of the night. Who does she think she is? Miko. She probably needed an expert on nightmares to help formulate a strategy. Well, I guess that confirms Mizuki's identity.
Something tells me a certain someone is missing me.
Huh? Miko and Mizuki.
Hello, traveler. Paimon.
Did you finish up your work?
Yes, I left the rest to the young fellow from the Kamisato clan. At least for now, there's nothing suspicious to note.
Fruit fly.
That means the culprit didn't manage to sneak in. That's a relief.
Just like that, you let down your guard. And all it took was for me to wear her face.
The culprit? It's you!
If you keep joking like this, I want 30% of the profit.
Oh, greedy little thing. I thought we agreed on 20.
Making a joke like that, you're the only one in Inazuma who would do that.
Oh, it's getting harder and harder to tease you, traveler.
Well, maybe you should stop teasing us like that.
Can you stop with the teasing then? Even I'm reaching my limit.
500 years and you're still not used to it? Sounds like you need more practice.
Uh-oh.
At least spare me for the day. I can't take the mental torment right now. I'm running on fumes.
So, what did you do last night?
Investigated the Shogunate officials' nightmares. Analyzed the traces of yokai power around Mount Yogo. Oh, and worked on some new game stages, of course.
All in one night?
Well, I didn't want someone to ruin the Mikawa Flower Festival. But I also wanted to do my best for my part of the festival.
Miko's
Besides,
feeling a little
I talked to
guilty.
many patients who worked multiple jobs just to make ends meet. Compared to that, complaining about one night of hard work is a little unreasonable, don't you think?
Even so, I think you should take a break, Miss Mizuki. Koban and I can handle the game development in the meantime. I learned a lot yesterday. I'm sure I can handle a few design elements while you get some rest. We can't have our lead developer out of commission. I'm not confident I can bring our vision to fruition on my own.
You're very persuasive, Kokomi. It would seem you also have a talent for clinical psychology. I'll leave it to you two then.
She uses her psychological knowledge to help lead her soldiers.
Sweet dreams.
Aww. I think it's cute how Mizuki wraps her tail around her leg like that.
Mizuki really cares about the festival, huh? She's putting so much pressure on herself.
Perhaps she's reminded of the festivals of the past when I was just a kid, and Mizuki a young Baku. We would rush past the other yokai, desperate to get the first piece of fried tofu from the ramen stand. It would seem she hasn't forgotten, even after 500 years.
Sounds like you haven't forgotten either.
You know, there's something to be said for knowing when to keep your mouth shut, little one. Well, enough about the past. We must focus on the matter at hand.
But you didn't notice anything suspicious, right? That should mean the culprit didn't sneak in.
Hey, Miko, if you get to tease us, we get to tease you.
That's one possibility. The other is that the culprit's transformation is even more convincing than we imagined. In that case, we need a detective with a more professional skill set. Or we need to find a way to provoke them and get their facade to crack.
But that sounds dangerous.
If the culprit is deep in disguise, a slight provocation won't completely expose them. What we need is to create reasonable doubt. Make the culprit question whether their cover is blown. As they hesitate over whether to make some kind of last stand, that is our chance.
So, how do you plan to provoke them?
Oh, A didn't tell you? Allow me to show you. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Mikawa Flower Festival, it is my honor to announce an esteemed guest from Tenshukaku has agreed to take part in this year's festival. Please welcome Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder.
It's the Shogun! The almighty Shogun is here in person?
So this was your plan, Miko?
Well, not bad, right?
Wow, that was quite the entrance. Paimon can't believe she agreed to that.
The almighty Shogun's presence is bound to cause a stir. Instead of struggling to maintain a low profile, it's better for her to step into the open. And it means a detective can slip into the venue alongside the retinue without turning any heads at all. In the presence of the Shogun, not even the most cunning of criminals can let down their guard. Their every move needs to be faultless. The more focus you put on getting in one thing right, the easier it is for the rest to become cracks in the glass. That's what Miko wants us to take advantage of. She's using the almighty Shogun as bait. The Lady Guji is as daring as ever.
Why didn't you clue us in earlier? We wasted all that time asking pointless questions.
Your intel was very useful, actually. We don't know how things will unfold, but I have a feeling the truth will be revealed soon. In the meantime, stick with the Shogun, Zendor. We need everyone focused on her. I'll do my best. Alright. Under my command, the Tenryou Commission will remain on high alert. If anything goes wrong, report back to me at once. Oh, come on. Why is it Paimon and the Traveler? Why not, the Traveler and A?
Where did the time go?
Almighty Shogun! Glory to your everlasting reign! Welcome. Welcome.
This stall looks familiar. Yet it would seem the ownership has changed hands.
You must be thinking of Tomoki. He wasn't feeling well today, so I'm filling in.
I see. Yet, you remind me of someone. A Doshin from the Tenryou Commission.
What
are you looking at, eh?
The food offerings. Although this vendor seems...
Ah, hey, he's working.
Working? Ah, I see. I appreciate your dedication, sir.
Of course. It's an honor to serve such esteemed guests.
No need for
Ah,
formalities.
one of the
I'll
spies.
take 3 orders of Dongo milk.
Right away.
3 orders? So Paimon gets one too?
Yes, I wanted to thank you for accompanying me. Without you by my side, I imagine the people here would be on edge even now.
With how she's talking, I'm not sure. I think this is Shogun, not A, but I could be wrong.
I have my reasons for being here, of course, but I would hate to tarnish the festive atmosphere.
This festival is for everyone, including you.
Indeed.
Never mind. That's A.
Flower festival.
Oh right, she's got to
Hundreds of
pretend that
years
she's
have passed since
the
I last
robotic
partook of
shogun.
The festivities. Much is different this time. The people, the place, the games. Yet, the name endures, and the joy of celebration along with it. I suppose that, in itself, is a form of eternity.
Traveler, Paimon. And the almighty Shogun?
Oh, Mizuki! Looks like you got some much-needed rest.
Yume Mizuki. Thank you for your aid earlier.
Of course. I'm always willing to help. It's my duty. I wish I could have dispelled the nightmares, but this situation is uncharted territory for me.
Even so, relieving the pain of the nightmares is no small feat. You honor the legacy of the Yumeku Ippaku.
So not even Mizuki could fix it? What's going on with this nightmare creature?
Let's save the difficult questions for later. Actually, I came here to ask you something. Want to come to the Isa bathhouse with me? Most of the contestants will be there. Oh, and don't worry about payment. It's my treat.
Really? Yes, let's go!
You want us to go to the hot springs now?
Well, game development isn't easy. Most of the contestants are exhausted and could use a break. You've been under a lot of pressure yourselves with the investigation and all, so I thought you might like to join.
Of course we would! Right, Traveler?
I will remain here. I rarely have time away from Tenshukaku, and I would like to continue perusing the stalls.
Aw, that's too bad.
Then I'm not going either.
Ah, I almost forgot. Miko wanted to talk to you, Traveler. I'll take you to her first.
Oh? Well, why don't we all go?
Almighty Shogun, your Dongo milk is ready.
Oh, delicious.
No need, Shogun. Miko just had some quick things to go over with the judges, that's all. You and Paimon can wait here. We'll only be a minute.
Be right back. Uh-oh.
Alright, now we can talk freely.
Miko doesn't need me, does she? You need to talk to me in private. Why?
I think something's off with the Shogun. You've been with her the whole day. Have you noticed anything?
Yeah, she seems troubled.
Exactly. You noticed too.
No, we've been through so much. Something so trivial, she must be keeping something to herself.
I've witnessed a lot of cases where patients, for a variety of reasons, are unwilling or unable to seek help. Unfortunately, that only exacerbates the problem. Until their emotions become so heavy, even the strongest of people collapse under the weight. I see those warning signs in the Shogun.
So, even the Archons aren't immune to emotional strain?
Humans, yokai, and archons bear the same capacity for emotion, and are naturally susceptible to the same mental turmoil. It's very possible that someone who appears strong on the outside has learned to compartmentalize their negative emotions, and that is far from healthy.
I understand.
Anyway, the quickest route to curing the mind is through the heart. That's where you come in, Traveler.
As a clinical psychologist, isn't that where you come in?
Approaching someone in a professional capacity often makes them more guarded. But don't worry, you'll still have my help. Here, with these 2 special coupons, you can get into Isa Bathhouse after closing. Then, this is what you're gonna do.
Finally, you're back! Paimon's had 2 servings of Dango milk already!
Sorry for the wait. It sounds like the Traveler has other plans, Paimon. So we'll head to the bathhouse on our own.
Huh? You're not coming?
I'll explain later. Just have fun.
Okay. Paimon will bring you back a hot spring egg.
A hot spring egg? Do they like...
There is no need to stay behind on my behalf.
Huh.
If you leave now, I'm sure you can catch up.
Something tells me you chose to stay on our behalf.
What makes you say that?
You want everyone to relax. Well, you don't want people to be on edge because of you.
If my presence makes them nervous or impedes their ability to relax, does that not defeat the purpose of going to the hot springs? I already disturbed their progress by coming to the festival. The last thing everyone needs is more distractions.
But aren't you under pressure too?
As you know, this body is hardly that fragile. It can operate for another 100 years with no issue.
You didn't deny it.
Mortals are weak in body and mind. If there is a choice of who to bear such a burden, naturally that person should be me.
What if you didn't have to worry about bothering anyone? Would you agree to go to the hot springs then?
What does it matter? The world is not so easily bent to one's will.
I'll take that as a yes. I have a pair of special coupons here. We can get into the bathhouse after closing.
What clever verbal tricks, Traveler. It appears you've been spending too much time with Miko.
It's an honest offer.
You think you can get away with manipulating the Shogun? I wouldn't be so sure.
Come on, let's go.
Persistent indeed. Very well. As you proposed, we shall set out at midnight.
What time is... Boop, 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 boop. Well, that's a little before midnight, but... Oh.
Well, shall we head out?
Let's go.
All right. No reason to delay.
It's been a while since I've gone to a hot spring.
Steam replete with the scent of orchids. Water that turns the complexion a blushing pink. So, this is a hot spring.
Is it your first time here?
Yes, there are royal hot springs near Tenshukaku. But the plans were set in motion only after Hiragi Hiroshi introduced the Snezhnayan blast furnace to Inazuma. And that was 500 years ago. When the project was complete, I was already in the plain of Euthymia. And, naturally, the body of the Shogun has no need for such luxuries.
Hiragi Hiroshi.
The members of the Kanjo Commission were once friends with Makoto and the Kitsune Saigu. Although mere mortals, those who managed to survive back then were special individuals indeed.
What happened back then? Does it have anything to do with what's happening right now?
What makes you say that?
The look on your face.
Now I see why my officials claim that the hot springs facilitate conversation. Even I find myself divulging more than intended. You're correct. Following the dark disaster 500 years ago, a nightmare engulfed Inazuma. On a battlefield consumed in darkness, our soldiers fought against dark forces, creatures capable of possessing people and trapping them in nightmares. Even the Yumekui Baku could do nothing to wake them.
As awful as that sounds, it doesn't seem bad enough to make you this upset.
Perhaps not. The battle was intense. Those who stood up in defense of this land knew the chance of survival was slim. In the face of certain death, surely a nightmare is nothing to fear. But what if I told you this? If the person trapped in the nightmare was strong enough to overcome incapacitation, it would become a waking nightmare instead. The person would lose all capacity to distinguish dream from reality, perceiving everything in the real world as a continuation of the war, and every precious thing in life as an enemy to be annihilated. That is a far more painful nightmare, both for the person in question and those around them.
Which explains the how we were after we defeated the nightmare, we were still fighting, even though we were still standing. If I hadn't broken out of the nightmare yesterday, would that have happened to me? Then A must be so worried because... Did that happen to someone back then?
Yes.
What happened?
I unleashed Muso no Hitotachi and struck her down.
I'm sorry.
No need. I have no regrets. I know it was the right decision, both for Inazuma's sake and her own. If necessary, I would do it again.
Hey.
Well, it's about time you two showed yourselves, yes? You've listened in long enough.
Oh.
Oh. It's you two.
Before you say anything, this part wasn't me.
Well, since the cat's out of the bag, how about a hot spring tea party?
Hey!
Nice and warm. No wonder the hot springs relaxed your inhibitions, eh?
So who came up with this idea? I want the truth.
I guess both of us?
Well, I happened to consult a certain clinical psychologist about how to get an old friend to open up. In her expert opinion, doing something new with a trusted companion in a new environment can make someone less guarded. Looks like it worked like a charm.
I understand the reasoning, but why not do it yourself?
It's one thing to trust that Miko has good intentions, but would you let your guard down around her?
Good point.
Your concern is misplaced. I kept these matters to myself because I was unsure whether this incident is connected to the past, and I did not want to interfere with the investigation. If the investigation reached an impasse, or new clues pointed to the nightmare from back then, naturally, I would have discussed this intel with you.
Intel, huh? It appears you still don't understand why I wanted you to open up in the first place.
What was that?
Sounds like it came from outside. Let's check it out.
Put clothes on first.
Oh no! Someone's unconscious.
Is it the nightmare?
It seems different in some respects. Step back and allow me to examine her.
She's awake?
What's going on? Almighty Shogun?
What happened just now? What frightened you?
Shogun,
It's all right. With the Shogun here, nothing can hurt you. Just take a deep breath and tell us what happened.
I almost fainted again just now.
Is that what happened earlier? You fainted?
Yes. I was on my way to Uyu restaurant. And as I was crossing the bridge, I saw someone staring at me from behind a tree. It was hard to make out their appearance in the dark, but I had a bad feeling. So I tried to get a closer look. in the moonlight, and it was me. In that moment, I thought about how people who see their doppelganger usually end up dead, and I fainted from the shock. I don't remember anything after that.
A doppelganger in Inazuma City. But we only detected traces of the nightmare around Mount Yogo.
I heard that people encountered doppelgangers at Mount Yogo too. Could it be the work of some terrible yokai?
Don't worry about that. The strongest yokai in Inazuma are all right here.
Now that we have an understanding of the situation, why don't I take you to the police station to file a report?
Okay.
The situation is getting worse. If the doppelganger is limited to the festival grounds, that's one thing. But appearing on a random street in Inazuma City...
On the bright side, the victim seems okay this time.
Bad news, Shogun!
A Tenryo Commission official? What's wrong?
Another victim! At the festival! Kappa is trapped in a nightmare!
What? But Sara and the others were keeping watch.
Make haste. Back to Mount Yogo at once.
What the?
Kappa!
Excuse me. Let me take a look.
Mizuki! Traveler! Finally, you're back!
Shogun, the fault is mine. The Tenryo Commission failed to protect those under our charge.
Now is not the time to cast blame. Did anyone witness the attack?
No. We have failed you. There's no trace of the enemy.
We split up for just a second, and the next thing we knew, he was on the ground.
Oh, it must be some terrible yokai.
Other than the Bakedanuki transformation, there was no trace of yokai power at the scene. It's almost like the culprit's methods are getting more sophisticated. The doppelganger in Inazuma City also seemed to appear without warning. Wait, there was a doppelganger in Inazuma City? Yeah, seems like it. Doppelgangers, nightmares, Inazuma City, Mount Yogo.
How is he, Mizuki?
It's strange. I can't perceive his nightmare. It's almost like he's not there at all.
The yokai! It must be getting stronger!
Kappa, oh, please don't die.
It's my fault. I should have anticipated the culprit might resort to more sophisticated methods.
No. It was I who underestimated the enemy. I who allowed us to continue the festival despite the potential dangers. Sara, what is the status of the other contestants and staff?
All normal. I asked the Yashiro Commission to move them to a secure location just to be safe.
Good. By decree of the Shogun, I declare that the Mikawa Flower Festival is...
Wait.
What is it, Miko?
You're being too hasty, eh? I understand your concern for the people, but I urge you to think this through, or we risk playing into the enemy's hand. Considering your history with nightmares, you have better cause than anyone to exercise caution. But do you truly believe that what we're facing now is just a nightmare?
Explain.
Call it intuition. If you want the truth, perhaps Doshin Shikanoin could shed some light. I believe there's been a break in the case.
You flatter me, Lady Guji. I do have a few ideas. Up to this point, we've only detected traces of the nightmare creature around Mount Yogo. Now, a doppelganger appears in Inazuma City. Our original thought was that the culprit infiltrated the venue to evade capture. If so, there would be no reason for them to risk exposure by continuing to change form. Rather than concluding that the nightmare creature on top of everything now has the ability to disappear without a trace, I think there's a different possibility. It's a different person? The nightmare creature and the doppelgangers are separate entities. That's why their methods are so different. They have separate goals. That's right. The entities appeared at the same time and place. That's why Tenryou Commission conflated the two at first. But if we ignore the nightmare creature and look at the doppelganger incident in isolation, the culprit's motive is clear. Escape capture? We thought the culprit was changing form to evade capture, but if the doppelganger isn't responsible for the nightmares, they would be no more deserving of arrest. Yep. That's fair. The doppelganger incident didn't actually hurt anyone, but the folk tale about doppelgangers did cause people to panic. That must be the culprit's goal. That's right. Because of the folktale about doppelgangers, the culprit was able to incite panic without attacking anyone at all. But, after the Tenryou Commission secured the venue, the culprit appeared in Inazuma City so that the panic would spread. But what is the end goal? Panic doesn't seem like enough of a motive. You're right. Panic is a means to an end. But I think the shift to Inazuma City proves something. Whatever their goal, terrorizing one location wasn't enough. And since Inazuma City is their new target, the person they're impersonating at the festival should be absent. Unless the culprit found a way to cover their tracks and incite more panic by leaving a stand-in.
Kappa is made of wood?
No wonder I couldn't sense the nightmare.
I see. So the doppelganger infiltrated the festival as Kappa and is currently hiding in Inazuma City. Is that correct?
Not just that. Replacing one person wasn't enough. If multiple people are replaced at once, they can cover for each other. We didn't get to see each other much during the test of courage.
Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird.
This kind of transformation is said to have a particular weakness. If the subject is frightened, the disguise starts to crumble. Isn't that right, Yoko and Kozo?
It's a Bakedaniki tail!
Kikaku! Kikaku! Run!
Yeah, boy.
Tatsunosuke? They're getting away!
Aren't you supposed to be in Inazuma City?
Leave you two by yourselves? That's not the Tanuki way!
No fighting! Let's go!
Well.
Bakedaniki, those little terrors! Come on, let's go after them! Paimon's had enough of these things! What even are they? More Bakedaniki tricks?
I haven't even been hit by one Paimon. Come on.
Nothing's working. The humans are catching up.
Little rascals! Stop running!
You wish!
Transform! Stupid humans won't be able to recognize us! You can't see me. You can't see me. I'm on fire.
Tatsunosuke, you idiot! Don't tell them the three of us turned into bonfires! Hear that, Traveler? Bonfires! 3 of them! Well... Ouch! Transform! They're gone again! Oh, what are they this time? Some kind of
Gotcha. Okay, so... Wait. That one? So, if they are wearing...
Kichiro, protect us!
We're almost rid of them.
Of course I have to be eating when she shows up. That's enough. I will not fail the Shogun again because of you.
Tengu was flying. Tengu is a cheater.
Oh, right, I forgot that she's a yokai. Surrender now, and I will spare your life.
Why are you helping the humans? Tengu is a yokai.
My loyalty is to the Shogun. Humans and yokais are no different in my eyes.
Shogun? That's the leader of the humans.
Shogun sent people to steal our land. Shogun is bad.
Nonsense. The Shogun would never give such an order.
Calm yourself, Sarah. Let's hear them out.
Shogun sent humans to steal our home.
And the Mikawa Flower Festival. Shogun is making yokai serve the humans.
Serve the humans? He's not talking about the game development, is he?
Shogun even forced Great Baku Yokai to work all night.
Oh, you mean yesterday? That was my choice, actually.
Jeez, where are these ideas coming from?
I think there are some misunderstandings. Kichiboshi and the others weren't forced into anything.
Stay back! Humans want to enslave us again!
Hold on. Something's not right. We should try a different approach.
No need. I know what's wrong. They're trapped in a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? Trying to put Tetsunosuke to work?
Kinkaku doesn't want to stay up all night.
Servitude, enslavement. These might sound like ridiculous misunderstandings to us, but that is their reality right now. A world of despair and fear, where enemies lurk at every turn, devoid of even a single shred of light.
So, they're sleepwalking? How do we wake them up?
If we knew how, we would have done so back then.
Give us your worst! Kinkaku will never leave the Tanuki path! Kinkaku will die before serving you!
I may have a solution.
Truly?
If the nightmares come from the abyss, there's something I can try.
What are you doing? No, don't!
The humans are everywhere. We can't hide forever.
How long have we been hiding? 100 years? 500 years?
No idea. If Ioroi was still around, he would remember.
Shh, quiet! Someone's coming.
This is a fine piece of land. The grain yield should be exceptional.
Remember to check for traces of yokai in the surrounding area. By order of the Shogun.
By order of the Shogun, we are to exterminate all yokai that cross our path.
Why so hasty? We should leave some alive. We can make them work their own land.
Hey, you know about the Mikawa Flower Festival, right? I heard 50% of the profit is going to the development fund.
Oh yeah, the festival for humans. The festival for humans, and humans alone. The yokai have had their fun. It's our turn now.
That's right. We should put them to work.
Known for their transformations, right?
Then the little monkeys can dance for us until they die.
No. How could they do that?
Quiet, or they'll catch us.
Yeah, you're flying away. Oh. Neat. Come here, little fruit fly. Or no, you're gone. Okay. I'll try to get you next time. Oh.
What? What is that?
Hey, are you alright? Yoko, Kappa, I need help over here! Hold on, we're coming!
The yokai and the humans are unconscious?
The same thing happened to all of them?
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
This yokai can speak!
No, if we don't make it to the Mikawa Flower Festival, Bastama will be so upset. Bastama will eat us.
The humans are coming for us. We're gonna lose our home. What do we do?
Got it! One more fruit fly down. This war is never ending.
We infiltrate the Mikawa Flower Festival. We scare the humans away and then they won't come.
But how do we get into the festival?
Bastoma is the best!
How about we turn into those 3 yokai?
Those... I don't think that they were given the scripts with context for this scene, because they're not talking like injured yokai. These memories. They belong to the Bakedanuki.
Traveler! Traveler!
Are you all right, traveler?
I'm fine.
Where are we?
Huh? The nightmare is gone. You purified it.
Just my way of dealing with the abyss.
Humans! And a bunch of yokai! The Mikawa Flower Festival! The humans are gonna... They're gonna... What were they gonna do?
Looks like they're confused. They still seem wary of humans. That might have something to do with a long time in hiding. Hiding?
Oh, that explains all the Bastoma this and Bastoma that. That was the only thing they could imitate. Wait a second. Hitotsume Kozo and the others should be Akitsuyuge experts. But this time, Toma did all the work. I can't believe we missed something so suspicious.
You're like Hazo if its skills only worked in hindsight.
Oh, you're saying Paimon's deductive reasoning is Hazel level.
More or less.
Based on your description, Traveler, it's possible these Bakedanuki have been in hiding for 500 years. Sounds like they know Ioroi, too. Why don't we ask him? It's not far.
The protector of the grove. It's been 500 years since our last meeting. Sarah, Hazo, return to the festival to keep watch. The doppelganger incident has been resolved, but the threat of the nightmare remains. I will handle the meeting with Ioroi myself.
Yes, Shogun. Beep, 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 dee, 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 dee. Show yokai meet yokai.
Oh, keep it down. Bringing all these people at this hour. Don't you know even statues need to sleep? Shogun, I bow before thee. No, wait, shoot, I'm still a statue. What should I...
I hope this guy gets freed at some point. Like, he seems such a nice guy.
All is well, Ioroi, hidden protector of the grove.
I've never seen Ioroi look so afraid.
Ah, that would be because when Ioroi tried to pluck a nakuwheat from the Imperial Garden, A nearly split him in two. Yashiori Island style.
Keep it to yourself, you meddlesome kitsune.
Hey, Utsav! How's it going?
Ioroi, I wish to ask you something.
Anything, Shogun. Absolutely anything. It is my honor to answer.
Ah, shoot. I kill one fruit fly and another one's flying around.
Suck up.
You could have at least slowed down a little. It took forever.
Miko
to
is Fox.
come with me.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a kitsune. Of course she's a fox. In the meantime, we have these, shoot, I forget what kind of animal they're supposed to be based off of. And then we have the Baku. Plenty of yokai in this story going on. We also have the Oni. And then we have that one-eyed staff thing that seems to be a weapon. So...
It's Yoroi!
Oh. Yeah, she is sly as a fox. Manipulator. Yep. Yep, that is true. That is true. Yeah, I mean, isn't that where the whole saying sly as a fox comes from? Like, Kitsune mythology, to be fair, I'm not an expert in any of this, but like Kitsune and fox spirits in general have always been portrayed as tricksters in East Asian mythology, from what I understand, both in Japanese mythology and other Eastern Asian nations, if I remember correctly. At least I believe that was the case with China, but... What do you think about pulling for Mizuki? Admittedly, part of me is kind of tempted. At the same time, I did just waste a bunch of primos trying to get Ganyu in that event banner and failed. So, I'm kind of wanting to build up again. You telling me the lore meanwhile me who skipped dialogues? I don't like skipping dialogues. I like enjoying the story, enjoying the character growth, and hearing the... I like immersing myself in the story, and I really enjoy it. I love listening to the lore streamer Meansleaf and a few other people talking about all these parts of Genshin lore that even I'm not delving into deep enough. Like how they go into each of the different books that you can collect and read through, and it's like I don't have time to read through all those books, but here they are. You don't skip a 2-hour quest. If I don't skip a 2-hour quest, gets 5 hours long. I mean, yeah, that is fair. That's one reason why I enjoy doing them while streaming. But I already experienced this in Atman. Yeah, that is fair. That is fair. Although, Sumeru with the Aranara quests, that got tedious. The Aranara quests got so tedious. I actually was starting to skip dialogue at the end of that one. Oh, but yeah, listening to the content creators who are able to take the time to put all these stories together, come up with their own theories about what's going on in this world. I recently... Shoot, what was her... Nope. The Nicolay. Don't have time for their invite then. But anyway, hang on. Okay, so there's Minsleaf talking about what was her... Starts with an A. Ashikai. Check out Ashikai's story, Why Dotore is... Or, not story, video. talking about why Dotore burns trees. That was a good one. I really enjoyed it because she actually takes the story from multiple parts of Genshin, taking the recent event from Liyue, ties it in with Sumeru, ties it in with regions that we are coming to, and just puts it all together into why Dotore wants to burn Irminsul. Really good video, sensible theory, still requires some pieces to be put together, but I really enjoyed watching those videos. You did Natlan quest on 2 accounts, one for your friend. Okay. Well, that's nice. Especially that Abyss corruption phase was horrible. Can't even leave before it ends. Yeah, that is fair, but at the same time, I did enjoy that Natlan stories personally. I thought that they were really fun. But if you're having to do it twice because you're helping out a friend, I can understand skipping the dialogue for that one. But me, I enjoy listening to that. Which server it is? I'm on the North American server. I believe there's only one server for North America, but yeah, I'm on the North American server. But, yeah. Anyway, welcome. But yeah, in terms of whether or not I'm pulling for Mizuki, I think I'll be skipping her specifically because I'm trying to. You have an Asian account? No, I do not have an Asian account. No, I only have the one. I don't have. Truth be told, I don't have the time to have multiple accounts for this game because there's so many other things that I'm trying to do, and other games that I have been playing, so I don't really have time to have multiple accounts, unfortunately. Though I do know that a lot of content creators who do this as a full-time job do have multiple accounts and are able to not only play in multiple different servers, but also challenge themselves. $18,103. What are those numbers for? Wait. Oh, 18. UID. Okay. So you're asking me to check out your account? No UID is showing up. Am I messing up somehow? 2-month-old account or 2.5? Oh, okay. Strange. I entered it in, including the slashes, and nothing's showing up on the Akasha system. And if I remove the slashes, still nothing showing up. Wait. Oh, never mind. Oni-chan? Are you Oni-chan? Okay. Let's see. You got Mavwika, Rosaria, Nahida, Barbara, Kaya, Lisa, Janine, and Chi-Chi. Okay. How's Mavwika doing? Nice crit values for Mavwika. Doesn't say what level she is. Oh wait, no, there we go. So if you click on them, it updates their level. Never mind. 80. Okay. I've never used this before, so it's Mavwika CR gets 75 plus buff. Nice. Level 80 Mavwika, weapon is level 80. Okay. Yep, the Earth Shaker. Max HP 19,906, attack 1921, defense 746, crit rate 29.1, crit damage 186. You want to make it 90, make it go 90 plus? I'm pretty sure I got mine up to, my Mavwika up to 90. I'll have to finish up this dialogue in order to show you. But yeah, I got my Mavwika and my Chaska up to 90, and I have them on the same team. Pyro damage bonus 46.6%. Nice. Energy recharge 100%. Crit. Oh, I already read the crit damage, so. Okay. Kind of funny how the HP goes off the chart there. Nice. Okay. Let's see. You've got Barbara, Hydro, Nahida. Lisa. How is Lisa? Level 60? Crit rate 9.2, crit damage, okay. So probably could use some work to build up Lisa a bit. You can see Rosaria and Yan Yan for now. You stole old... Ah. Alright, Rosaria. Level 70... Crit rate 45.3%. Crit damage 70.2%. Okay. Got the Dragon's Bane. Nice. Nahida. Level 40. Crit rate 10%. Crit damage 134%. Ah, you stole them from Melt. Okay. So wait. Yan Yan. I see Mavuika, Traveler, Rosaria, Nahida, Barbara, Kaya, Lisa, Janine, and Chi-Chi. But yeah, if you're going for a melt, looks like you're going in a good direction for Lanyan. Ah. Wait. I don't see her. Did I pull Arlecchino banner? No. No, I have not. But I probably should. Oh, wait, actually, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, For a split second, I was thinking Arlecchino was someone else. Yes, I do have Arlecchino. I do have Arlecchino. I don't think I got any of her constellations, and I didn't get her main weapon. But I do have her with a team comp with Kokomi, Ganyu, Yaimiko, and Arlecchino. So, I'm sorry. For some reason, I was thinking Arlecchino was a different character. Yeah, I don't know why. But yeah, and then Lanyan. That. Ah. Okay, so. Right, the new win character from I picked Lanyan for the character to come in during the Lantern Rite event. Sorry, there are so many characters. I'm having a hard time keeping up with some of them. But yeah, I have Arlecchino, I have Lanyan. I haven't built Lanyan up, unfortunately, but that's because I've been building up some of the other characters I already have. But yeah, strangely, I do not see Lanyan on your Akasha account. Lanyan shields sometimes get more. Yeah, and I also have heard that Lanyan's shield also can regenerate, which makes it even stronger than Zhongli's shield. So. I remember that there were some memes going around. Lanyan's shield is attack based. Ah, I see. But yeah, I was seeing some memes about like people have opting out for a Lanyan shield, and then Zhongli just standing there, cross arms, looking down at them, and the traveler just ah. But. What's our Lanyan con? Currently, it is C0, or she is a C0. I didn't pull for any of the banners outside of the event banner, which unfortunately turned out to be a waste because Like I said, I didn't get Ganyu. I was trying to get a Ganyu constellation, but nope. But yeah, my Lanyan is just a C0, but hopefully I can build her up. But yeah. I do hope that you are able to keep building up. I personally, I enjoy doing the pyro and electro elemental reactions. Those are a lot of fun. C2 was needed for Arlecchino team and shield regeneration. Ah, okay. I should continue. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely should. If C2 is where she gets her shield regeneration, I definitely should get that at some point. But yeah, in terms of what you've got, I definitely would suggest building up Lisa a bit so that you can get that electro reaction. Especially with Lisa's ultimate. If you're able to drop her ultimate so that she has the lantern generating electricity in a certain radius, you can then bring in Mavuika in order to strike them with pyro electro reactions. Now wait till rewind. That is true, but the nice thing about Lanyan is that because she is a tier 4 character, that means that she is going to be showing up more often, especially whenever there's a leeway character in the banner. So that means that we're going to see her more often later on. But yeah, definitely build up Lisa. Definitely build up Nahida, especially when when you have those seed pods that drop from a dendro hydro reaction. Those can then be comboed with either a pyro reaction or an electro reaction. Electro reactions are fun because it shoots those seeds up as missiles. Definitely would suggest that. Barbara, she's good as a healer. Not so good, in my opinion, in terms of elemental reactions, because her attacks are her healing ring is kind of short range, and her attacks don't really deal that much damage. So yeah, if you have a chance, definitely get Kokomi or Shincho, right? Shincho? I believe that's his name. Yeah, Shincho. His ultimate allows you to be shooting water swords at enemies while other players are performing their attacks, and combining that with Nahida's Dendro attacks is fantastic. Maybe you'll do Auroran as you'll get Night Soul faster. That is fair. No Shincho, so you'll pull Farina. Okay. That is fair, actually. Farina is supposed to be coming up, isn't she? So yeah, Farina and Nahida, those are going to be some good combos. I don't have Farina, unfortunately, but she does look like a pretty good character, and I definitely should take the opportunity to try to pull for her some. But yeah, I'd say with Mavuika, Nahida, and Lisa. Well, Lisa is a free character, I guess. So, but yeah, with Mavuika and Nahida, you've got a pretty good start going on. I definitely those two are some pretty powerful characters, and Lisa is one of the most powerful free characters. 62 pity, 4K gems, 1 fate. Well, you definitely have more than I do. Like I said, I wasted all my gems during the last event. You used Hyperbloom team when you were new with Barbara DPS. Oh, you had a Barbara DPS. Okay. Yeah, Hyper Bloom was is pretty good, and yeah, I guess maybe I never got good at a DPS with Barbara, so maybe I just had a bad Barbara build. But then again, I always was focusing more on her healing than her attacks. So, but Nahida Kuki Barbara team. Ah, okay. Yeah. Cool, cool. Well, you lastly pulled on Mavwika banner. Yep. Again, Mavwika has been a fantastic addition to my roster. I have her on a team with Kuki Shinobu. Burp. Who was the other that I got? Oh, Mitsulani, right? Is that her name? Surfer Girl. Mualani. Replace the S with an A. I got Kuki Shinobu, Mualani, Chaska, and Mavwika all on one team. That three tails are hypnotizing you. Yeah, especially when they're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and. But yeah, having all those together, Chaska is a fantastic DPS character. She's kind of overpowered in terms of dodging because most enemies are programmed to fight people who are on the ground. So when you're fighting against certain characters who will like shoot projectiles, you can just pop up and all their projectiles are just going underneath you. They're not aiming at you, they just go underneath you. But yeah, combine Chaska's ability to use elements from all her teammates. That definitely makes elemental reactions a lot of fun because you get like hydro, electro, and pyro all mixed in there. And then combining Shinobu's electro ring with Mavwika's pyro attacks looks like you stream when you sleep usually. That is unfortunate. Yeah, I live in western United States in the state of Oregon, so Chaska because of her you lost your 50. Oh, that is unfortunate. Yeah, but I got Chaska. I won my 50-50, and she has been a fantastic addition to the team as well. But yeah, unfortunately, I usually I get off work at like 1:30, so I usually start my streams at around like 3:30, and go on until like somewhere between 5:30 and 6:30 is usually my stream time. And I live in, like I said, Western United States, so Pacific Standard Time. That zombie got way into your ID. Oh, yeah. Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi used to be, like, the desired healer. She was the number one healer. Like, so many people wanted her. And then Kokomi showed up. And when Kokomi showed up, Kokomi comes in, another attack-based healer. And, like, she just overshadowed Chi-Chi. Like, with Chi-Chi, Chi-Chi's ultimate, when she unleashes her ultimate, she puts that sigil on all the enemies that all enemies that have that sigil, when you attack them, you get healing. In the meantime, you got Kokomi, who not only can create that little jellyfish that heals people, but when you trigger her ultimate, bro, I think you should do the event. I'm sorry, you got me talking. You are right. I probably should do the event quest, but you did get me talking. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, good luck with Farina. Why am I mind blanking? Good luck with the Farina banner in the next update.
The humans really did kill you! Your body is stone!
Huh? I am not dead!
Not dead? The Kitsune spoke the truth?
This smell is Yoroi! Yoroi is alive!
Yoroi? The humans really did seal you away!
Wait, this must be Kinkaku, and Tetsunosuke! You weren't sealed away?
When the humans, Kabuto Harunosuke, came to hurt us!
Yeah.
We ran and hid. The humans searched and searched. So many friends couldn't move. Our yokai powers were getting weaker.
So we decided to escape the human just as the great Baketanuki Tsukumo taught us, by digging a hole in the ground!
That's when we uncovered a horn filled with yokai power! It was the will of the great Baketanuki Kiichiro made manifest!
It restored our power! And then we made the human go, oh, ching chung, yeah, ha ha!
Oh, and by ting tune, yeah, you mean?
We tricked him and ran.
So, you didn't actually beat him up at all?
We've been using the horn to hide ever since. But there are too many humans. It's getting harder to hide.
A horn full of yokai power. Could that be the source of the nightmares? The reason the Baketanuki are so afraid of humans? If the horn contained
You
the
got an
fragment of
exam
a
in one.
nightmare,
Good
using its
luck.
would spread the nightmare to them.
A few of the guys that I've had streaming or following my stream over the years also had exams and stuff. So yeah, it's always been. I've always wished them good luck with that, and I hope you have some good luck as well. One of them actually just got a job, so really excited for him. But yeah, good luck with the exam. Do a good job studying, and I hope you do well.
I could have told you that nothing good would come from that horn. Using external power is against the Tanuki path.
We strayed from the path?
But the horn helped us hide from the humans. The humans tried to take our land.
See you later. Have a good one. And again, good luck. Hope it goes well.
On the contrary, the purpose of the investigation was to determine in advance if yokai were present on the land in question. Whether we avoid encroaching on yokai territory altogether, or attempt to reach a mutually beneficial agreement, a peaceful resolution was always the goal.
Oh, really?
Wait, that is what the humans said back then, isn't it?
By order of the Shogun, if yokai live here, we need to discuss the proposal.
Hey, they're actually remembering what the actual story was.
Tetsunosuke. Not all humans are bad. Yellow Fur over there helped me a great deal, you know.
Besides, the Baketanuki were only sealed away back then because Yoroi stole that comb.
Yoroi? It's a thief? Yoroi got what he deserved.
How was I to know it was used to make sacred Sakura Daifuku? I gave it back, didn't I?
So the humans were mean for no reason?
Well, if you must know, the young human and I fought. I was perhaps a tad careless, so I conceded the match. Anyway, the point is, neither side is bad.
There he goes again, changing the subject to make him look bad.
Now you know. No human is trying to harm you.
So, it was all a nightmare.
500 years in hiding? For nothing.
It was a 500-year-long game of hide and seek. What's so bad about that? Besides, you won.
Huh? We won? Go us! We're even better than Eoroy!
Hey, my game of hide and seek isn't over yet.
Wow, the mind of a Bakedaniki is something else. Still so cheerful even after all that.
Yeah.
That nature is what isolated them from the worst effects of the nightmare and prevented them from causing any real harm. But a nightmare that's still affecting people after all this time? Who could it belong to? A horn buried under Mount Yogo.
I feel like I've heard a legend about that.
Tainted by darkness, the Oni warrior raised her sword against the almighty shogun. Losing an arm and a horn to the shogun's blade, she fled into the forest, never to be seen again. A trusted lieutenant fighting against the forces of darkness, she was once devoured whole by a beast from beyond this world, with the body of a tiger and the tail of a serpent, until she tore the creature apart from within. Thus she earned the name Chiyo the Tigerbite, or Tora Chiyo.
I don't think Chiyo would like that name. Though she escaped the belly of the beast alive, that battle never left her. She saw the memories of her fallen comrades everywhere, slaughtered one after another, until she could no longer distinguish dream from reality.
Oof. A nightmare doesn't incapacitate someone with sufficient strength. It burns into something even worse. Or it turns into something even worse.
The nightmare twisted every joy in her life, her subordinates, family, and friends, into enemies in need of destruction. It was in that state, trapped in the battlefield of her mind, that she raised her sword against me on Mount Yogo. With the Muso no Hitotachi, I cut off her arm, one of her horns, and a portion of the mountain itself. I suspect that is when the horn in question was buried there.
And subsequently uncovered by 3 Bakedanuki. That means the fragment on the horn comes from Chiyo's nightmare.
Nightmares feed on fear and anxiety. If what the traveler saw is true, it's possible Kinkaku and the others' fear over the past 500 years allowed the fragment to gain physical form and become something akin to a Jibakure.
Jibakure?
An earthbound spirit. They move through the ley lines, but are also bound by them. That's why the traces of this entity appeared intermittently and never outside of Mount Yogo.
It would seem the fragment of this nightmare is no different from the one back then. It hates old joy and every good thing in this world. The investigation team working for a better future? Attacked. Hitotsume Kozo and his friends, kind enough to lend a helping hand? Attacked.
Yeah, and we were attacked too! Right when we were having fun with the playtesting.
So why hasn't it appeared since?
Perhaps it needs to regain strength after your defeat. Or perhaps it is biding its time because it knows, with whatever rationality remains, that it cannot defeat you. But sooner or later, its twisted hatred will force it out of hiding, and it will move to strike its enemies. When Chiyo set her sights on a target, she was never one to waver.
Oh.
But both possibilities prove something. Nightmare fragments can be defeated.
She's got her sword out again.
And an enemy that can be killed is one that can be split in two by the power of Muso Ishin.
There's really no other way?
Mikoshi Chiyo is gone. A fragment of a nightmare tied to a severed horn. That is all that remains. The living must take precedent over the memory of the dead.
Even so, having to unleash most volition against her again, would A really be okay? Mizuki said Archons suffer from the same turmoil as the rest of us. The dead may be gone, but that doesn't mean our emotions die with them.
Oh, who cares about the dead anyway? I'm just trying to look out for the living.
What is that supposed to mean, Miko?
Oh, I'm just concerned about our poor Bake Danuki friends.
Huh? What does that have to do with us?
The nightmare fragment has been tied to the Bake Danuki for nearly 500 years. Strike it down, and who's to say whether you take the lives of our poor friends along with it?
I beseech you, Almighty Shogun, spare the young ones. It was just a momentary... oh, no. A 500-year-long lapse in judgment.
Miko, you speak the truth?
If you don't believe me, ask Mizuki and the Traveler. I'm sure they've encountered similar cases during their extensive travels.
Well, Oh! Yes, during my studies both in Liyue and Natlan.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that happen before.
Then, what would you propose? This nightmare fragment is a constant threat to Inazuma. Should all other options fail, I will take action.
If the fragment's hatred toward the world comes from a nightmare, then the most logical option is to get rid of the nightmare itself.
Right! Can't you just eat the nightmare, Mizuki?
The Yumeku Ibaku already tried that 500 years ago. Even yesterday, when faced with the corruption of the nightmare, Mizuki could only mitigate the effects.
What was impossible back then is not necessarily impossible now. I think Mizuki has the right idea. If we cannot eradicate the nightmares directly, why not use this entity's tricks against it? Combat illusions with illusions. Combat nightmares with dreams.
Is that even possible?
Don't forget, there are yokai that specialize in shape-shifting and illusions, and they happen to be right in front of us.
Where? Kinkaku doesn't see them anywhere.
Maybe they're hiding as trees? Or the wind?
Fools! The Kitsune is clearly referring to the Bake Tanuki. Tetsunosuke, Kinkaku, must you be so dense?
Given their centuries-long connection to the nightmare fragment, they are perfectly positioned to create a dreamscape that the entity will be unable to distinguish from the real world.
Back then, the nightmare had little to no weaknesses. If we want to give the Bake Danuki an opportunity to strike, I assume you have a plan, Miko?
You said it yourself. Mikoshi Chiyo is gone. All that remains is a fragment of her nightmare, already broken and vulnerable. Besides, Mizuki is an old friend, one that is not to be underestimated. She has traveled the land studying dreams and is far more capable than those old fossils back then.
Oh,
Not gonna say anything?
She just usually doesn't compliment me to my face. But Miko's right. If we work together, I'm confident we can put together a ritual to subdue the nightmare fragment.
Once we perform the ritual, it will take some time for the barrier to take effect. Luckily for us, we have two formidable warriors on our side. Our festival representative, who also happens to have extensive experience against dark forces, and the almighty Shogun, unmatched in combat. I'm sure the two of you can buy us some time.
There's just one problem. Since this entity can pass through the ley lines, its movements are unpredictable. If we're going to create a barrier, how can we be sure it appears where we want?
The solution to that is obvious. If the nightmare fragment disguises all sources of joy and happiness, then naturally a joyous occasion would be an evil beyond measure. An enemy that must be annihilated at all costs.
Using the festival as bait. Oh, Shogun will not be happy about this, but I don't think there's any other option.
So, if we want to lure it out,
And the obvious target would be...
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
What joy could possibly compare to finishing one's work right before the deadline?
Brownout happened at home? Brownout or blackout? I know the term blackout indicating you lost power, but brownout, that's a new one to me. That also would explain why you suddenly went quiet all that time ago. Everything okay? All power restored and all that? Or are you talking something else by brownout? Again, blackout is the only phrase that I'm familiar with. Or, I mean, whiteout. Whiteout for when you use the, well, whiteout to erase your ink. You still there, Scarlet? Hello?
I would imagine we can all think of a few. But I agree. The Mikawa Flower Festival is the most plausible target. Once the enemy appears, I will pull them into the plane of Euthymia immediately. I will not put the people in danger. Traveler, I ask that you join me there so we can subdue the enemy together.
Of course.
All right. I will update everyone back at the festival and start the preparations for the ritual. I'll need your help, Mizuki. It's going to be a busy night.
Indeed.
Looks like an all-nighter for me.
Well, this was your idea. Oh, and don't forget, you need to finish a Little Fox's Daydream as well.
And in a surprising twist, you were my nightmare all along.
Traveler, during the battle tomorrow, it is imperative you know your limits. If the enemy proves too much to handle, leave them to me.
But...
I know. I understand your concerns, just as you know mine. We need not say any more than that. Just get some rest and prepare yourself for the battle to come.
You too, eh?
One more thing. Thank you.
All right. And unfortunately, this quest is not unlocked yet. So I'm going to have to do this part in a few days. So... yeah, we can probably call this... oh, okay, so these signs are here. What the... okay, I definitely want to get this sign. Interesting. Kind of curious what that is. Definitely want to get this sign. I do really like it. Mizuki showing a flower animation is beautiful. Yeah. Mizuki in general looks like a really pretty character. Like, and she definitely has a very gentle attitude. I do really like her character. Like one of those caring ant figures, I guess. But, yeah. Anyway, I think I will leave all these festivals, or all those festival games, for after I finish with the story later this week. But outside of that, I think this is probably a good spot to stop the stream. So, I know that you just got back, Scarlet, so sorry for having to end it here. But, yeah. Thanks to you, Scarlet, Utsav, and Floof for showing up. And a nice stream. And, yeah. We'll be finishing this event later on. Again, thanks to, or not thanks, congratulations to Zakona for getting his new job. Saw that on Discord. Congratulations, Zakona. Hope it goes well. And, yeah. I think that'll be a good stopping point. Anyway, troops, thank you very much for watching. Been a lot of fun. And yeah, I will see you all later. Bye.